of you send me like request, can you talk about the interview between Mimi Hijab, may Allah bless her soul, because obviously, you know, this guy, he is committing suicide. And Borat Herman. And you know, for me, I don't really have time to watch those stupid things because it doesn't make any difference anyway, whatever they say. But you know, I could not believe that the stupidity of those Muhammadan, it can go to side with the one who don't even believe in God. To side with those who spit at the word God, the word who, those who I mean, you know, this is why I say, when I say to you that the Muhammadan is the most people who hate Jesus, trust me on that. They are so desperate, even to side with the devil himself in order to make a point. So this potato, Borat, Hijab, he invited other Borat, and supposedly he is going to use him to, for the propaganda of the Muslims to attack Christianity. By the way, Mimi Hijab, if you don't mind, if you can call us and tell us how you can, can I suck your wife tits to make her haram? Why you did not mention this to the guest so he can understand more your position in life? Because I thought the one who said that, to quote your prophet, is a sexual predator. So don't go around and say that. And I'm sure that you thought about asking Mr. Borat if you can suck his tits too. However, I did not watch the video, but I saw a video made by apostate prophet. So like he summarized what this video is about. Otherwise, it's not really important for me. Let us watch the video, or little by little, and see what's happening there. Hey Muslims, don't forget to say to Mimi Hijab, thank you very much for giving the biggest nail or finger in the bum of your prophet. Literally. Oh, hold on, the sound is not coming. All right, a second. Don't worry, it's coming, it's coming. Let us fix it.
What does it mean to be unreliable?
Muslims believe in Jesus Christ. There's a lot of interest, I think, from the Muslim community, and many Muslims feel that, well, your conclusions, your historical conclusions of who Jesus Christ is more commensurate with the Muslim idea than it is with the Christian one.
I wouldn't say that they line up well with the Muslim view. I really do think Jesus was crucified.
This is the first finger to Muhammad. I really believe, I mean, by the way, who care about what this guy say? Who believe, or, you know, who care? I mean, you see, the stupidity is that the Muslims even do not know. I mean, shouldn't you know first what this guy believes first before you interview him? So he will not give you a finger. So you idiot. Even this guy, he said that the Bible is the most preserved book. And he's saying there's different manuscripts, but all of them, they agree that Jesus was God. And Jesus claimed to be God. And Jesus is crucified. So you stupid idiot, you tried to fight Christianity, and now he gave you a finger because he just said, I truly believe that Jesus was crucified. Which means your stupid Muhammad is a fraud. He said that to you in your face. And you are publishing the video in your website, in your page, and you want to hear all the Muslims. Hey Muslims, listen to this. This is the cleric, or this is the scholar, according to you, who is going to tell us the truth about the Bible. And the truth is, Jesus was crucified. So the stupid Quran, the one is written by the son of Mut'a Muhammad, because you know that he was born 4 years after his father's death. And this is not my statement to insult. We can show the reference. I mean, a person, his father died 4 years ago, and then 4 years after, he is the son of that father? Absolutely must be true. This is why if we go and search right now about the period of Muslim women being pregnant, Mimi Hijab will make fun of my English now. We will find that Muslim, just to cover. By the way, the Quran and the Hadith, and they are the most preserved people. The second we quote for them what is in the book, they say this is da'if. Okay. Because I don't like to say things without, you know. All right. Islamic fatwa. Mimi, I don't forget to make a video about it. Fatwa number 223216. They have to give it numbers because they give fatwa more than 40. In case you do not know what fatwa, it's mean an opinion according to Allah teaching. So those are the scholars. So they are asking, what is really the extreme period of a woman to carry a child? You know, is it 7 months, 9 months? The answer is not about that. The answer is, let us use Google Translation. Prophet Google, peace be upon him. This is the opinion of Muslims. Some they say 2 years, some they say 3 years, some they say 5 years, some they say 6 years, some they say 7 years, some they say 10 years, some they say unlimited. So this is what you are worrying now about, that what this Bert or Bart or Borat he believe. What about you get busy with your poo-poo? But his hatred, brother, his hatred is so big. He have pain. And by the way, this is the guy who debated the Christian Prince by hanging out on him maybe 7 or 8 times. He did not even let me say anything. Hey, Christian, you want me to debate? Debate who? They said Christian Prince. He's making out of Muslims leaders now. Oh, okay. We are waiting for that debate. So, I believe it truly. Listen carefully, Muta boy. The tit boy. I believe it truly. And look, your guest is biting his lips before he starts talking, listening to you. He is saying to himself, shall I bite him or bite his statement? And look how polite Mimi Hijab is. What happened to Mimi Hijab? The normal person, the one who say bastard. Look how polite. And what happened to your hair? It was a date. A week ago your hair was like a tree. Anyway, listen carefully. I believe it truly that Jesus was crucified.
Community, and many Muslims feel that your conclusions, your historical conclusions of who Jesus Christ is more commensurate with the Muslim idea than it is with the Christian one.
I wouldn't say that they line up well with the Muslim view.
I don't think they line up well. I'm going to finish this video. I mean, this video will take 10 hours with me because every 2 seconds, the guy, he said nothing yet, and we're dying laughing. I don't think, Mimi Hijab, he says they line up well. I don't think they line up well. Like, what the heck?
I wouldn't say that they line up well with the Muslim view. I really do think Jesus was crucified.
Oh, boy. So if we go in the Quran now, and we see, and as long as you are accepting this scholar to be a scholar, you see, you don't invite somebody and you put him in your TV, or let's say your YouTube, if we can call it your TV, and then you want his opinion, if his opinion does not matter. Do we agree, people? Do we agree? I'm not going to invite somebody to have an official interview. This is not a debate or an argument. You are the puppy now sitting next in front of the scholar supposedly. So whatever he say, he is the one to be considered, not you. So when the Quran says in chapter 4, verse 157, Borat said, well, this verse in the Quran obviously is not true. Sorry, Mimi Hijab. Your Prophet Muhammad is a certified idiot. I studied the Bible all my life, and I am very, 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 very sure that Jesus the Christ, which the Christian they believe he is their God, he was a truly, 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 truly crucified. Hey, Mimi, did he say truly? Or he said Julie? Mimi Hijab, he will say, well, what Barat was saying, he prayed for, not to. He prayed for, not to. Did he say truly, truly was crucified, or he was saying he prayed for, not to? Because sometimes Shaitan, he piss in our ears, as your prophet said, because your prophet is scholar in pissing. I mean, nobody knows about farting and pissing as your prophet. Shaitan, he piss in your ears, sleep in your nose, play with your anus, round himself around your penis, and he spit at your belly button. The scholar. Muhammad.
Christ is more commensurate with the Muslim idea than it is with the Christian one.
I wouldn't say that they line up well with the Muslim view. I really do think Jesus was crucified and that he really was dead and buried. I'm not.
Hold on. The Muslim, they post another video. But Rahman, now he is in the Middle East. He's afraid to be you know what will happen if you say your opinion. So they have in the Middle East, and they ask him about, what do you think about the Quran is preserved? He said it's more preserved than other books. Hold on. But look what happened now. He truly, truly believed that Jesus was crucified. So what this interview here, the Muslim, they are trying to, like, because he's in the Middle East, let us, he will not dare to say anything negative about Islam now. So let us get him, to use him for our side. But look what happened. And this video is posted by Muslims. As long as the Quran preserved, and he don't believe that anyone say that Jesus not crucified is right, and truly, truly, truly I believe that Jesus was crucified, that means the Quran is a preserved book of fabrication. Because who cares if it's preserved or not? First of all, this guy, he said, I don't know anything about Quran. Suddenly he is an expert in the Quran.
Apply your standard then. How could there have been any revelation given without the ability for perfect copying down the ages?
It didn't have to be perfectly copied. God could have just preserved the originals.
So if there is...
Guys, it doesn't have to be perfectly copied. God preserved the original. Huh. What does that mean? What is that? This is a guy? Huh. But I have to say, Christians are always the one who make a fool famous. You see, I refuse to make videos about people they are not already. I mean, I should make a video about them. But Christians always is the one who make the fool famous. As an example, Mimi Hijab was a street boy. Nobody even hear about him. Nobody knows who is he. Then David Wood, he decided to debate him. Suddenly this guy became famous. Otherwise, this guy is a street boy. He don't even have a job. This is what the Christians do. The same for this guy Bart. Nobody care for him. But then the Christian, they start, making him famous, and suddenly he became a star. And those who hate Christianity, they will use him for sure. It is the Christian always who do make the fool famous. But however, they make you famous, but still you are a famous fool. So God always can preserve. We do not need to have a perfect copy. So what is the problem then? Then James White, who is an idiot too, he said to him the following.
Claimed scripture from antiquity that does not have the originals. The Quran has textual variation in it that can't possibly come from God then.
I'm not drawing that theological conclusion, and I don't really appreciate you likening me to a Muslim.
And what makes it more funny, that it's the Muslims who posted this video and they did the editing, so we do not know what the conversation, what is the rest of it. This is what the Muslim they elect to put in their video. This guy, he don't like him to be described as if he is a Muslim. And he said, I know nothing about Quran. So then how we find that later, you know, he says, yeah, the Quran is preserved, huh? You just said you know nothing about the Quran.
Conclusion, and I don't really appreciate you likening me to a Muslim.
I didn't.
Both in your speech and just now. I'm not making any stand about the Quran. I don't know anything about the Quran.
He know nothing about the Quran. Nothing about the Quran, and he don't like to be described as if he is a Muslim. It's an insult. So the stupid Abdul who made this video, he go and he see like a Muslim, he is talking to Barat and he is Borat in the Middle East. He says, tell us about the book, the New Testament is not really preserved, tell us. But he got you busted even there because he said the Old Testament for sure is preserved. Which means you Muslims, you lie again, if you want to take his opinion for consideration. In the same time, this guy, he know nothing about the Quran, so how he says the Quran is preserved? Who is the stupid here? This guy here, he says, like we don't have the original copies of the Bible. With the original of who? Which means the manuscript written by the hand of John. But Muslims don't have the manuscript written by Uthman. They don't have the manuscript written by anyone. That's why when you open their book, it says, this book is written according to the recitation of Hafs. If we read recitation of Hafs, according Hafs ibn Asim, according to Asim, according to Tadra, according recitation. They don't have a book, and they don't even have the book of Hafs himself, who came more than 200 years after Muhammad. They have zero manuscript. When there is a page was given even a gift by a Christian priest to university in England, the Muslim, they make a big story of one manuscript, and it is not dated to the Quran. It is dated to the time of the Quran, which means that the ink and the writing is not dated to that time. It was only the leather. And at the same time, even that document present differentiation from the Quran today. So where is the manuscript of the Quran? Who is a Muslim can show me the manuscript of the Quran? Where we can find it? They discover some books like the one in Aden or in Yemen is totally different from the one they have it today. The one in Samarkand is totally different from the one they have today. And actually even the one they have today, they don't have any. As an example, if we go, just to give you an example, I mentioned just yesterday or a few days ago that when the Muslim they say certain words, as an example, ayyam, you see here, ayyam, this word does not exist in the Quran. It's not. It's totally different word, the same as the word samawat. I will make videos about it soon in the future, maybe this week. All those words are additional and they are not exist in the meaning of the ayyam, which is today used as a word mean days, but in the Quran it is exists differently. The word is exist, but not as ayyam. We see it here, or ayyam. It is different and means something else. The same as the word samawat. It is not samawat. In the real Quran, it is as samut. And if you ask every single Muslim what's samut, none of them knows, because they are last one. If we search for the word samut, we cannot find it. But every single Quran printed 100 years ago was written as samut. Al-Farahidi is the one who changed the word samut to samawat. and that it changed the whole meaning. So we have a proofs and reference that all of those, and actually even in the Quran is written wrong, you know, all those words are written wrong, which means even after fixing them, trying to change them, still they are written wrong. However, for us as a Christians, I don't advise Christians to prove to the Muslims that the Quran changed, because that will make them actually escape the stupidity of Muhammad. Because now we say to them the hadith, they say da'if. If we prove to them that the Quran is a change, he will say da'if too. So then how we can get them busted? You know what I mean? Because this is the coming stage of the Muhammadan. What they will do, the plan for now to say the hadith is weak. Anything is embarrassing, we say it is weak. Quran, it is not weak yet for the majority. Even though you can hear some recording of me debating Muslims, they agree that there is some, they claim that all the errors in the Quran is from a change in the Quran. The Quran is perfect, but those wrong ones are not from the Quran. So already they started playing the word or the game of weak. But here, what make this video exciting, that we hate Christianity and we hate Jesus and we want to kill Jesus if we can, and we spit at Jesus every day and we burn his churches and we kill his people and we discriminate them and we fight the religion. Any religion is not, you know, going with Islam, and we kill anyone don't agree. And then because they are hypocrite, coward and liars, they bring a guy who is supposedly is going to help them in their mission, but this person don't believe in Jesus to be a prophet, so your prophet is a liar. This person don't believe that even you know, Jesus have anything to do with he will say that he believes he's God. Yes, he said that, and that is not a problem in this video. But why you bring a guy like this to witness for the Muslims, unless you are a dummy and stupid and you are full of hate? This is exactly what this guy he said when he brought Yasser Qadi. This guy is a professional fool, and actually we should support him, because this one is the one who helped us to dig the holes in the grave of Muhammad and bring him back from death. He's priceless. Who is the one who made the drama of, you know, holes in the narrative? Him. I'm just trying to find the video of hole in the narrative. Who is the one? I mean, seriously, who is the one who drove the Muhammadan crazy? Who is the one who made the Muslims bite their fingers? It is Mimi Hijab. Thank you. We truly appreciate your work. Every interview you do is hilarious, more than any interviewer. This guy, he have a gift, we have to admit.
Is your position in relation to preservation of Quran? Do you see it as preserved, munazzal from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala?
The narrative as
oh, this video have a music. Hold, I don't want the music. I don't want that. Hold on, let us see something else. I mean, come on. Isn't it obvious?
every single student of knowledge knows, who studies ulum al-Quran, that the most difficult topics are ahruf and qira'at, and the concept of ahruf and the reality of ahruf and the relationship of the Uthmanic Mus'haf with the ahruf and the preservation of the ahruf. Is it 1? Is it 3? Is it 7? And the relationship of the qira'at to the ahruf. This is a topic that when you're the beginning student of knowledge, you're like, what is all of this going on here? When you
Hold on, what is going on here? This is the guy who bring the interview to the top of the mountain, and then he carry his prophet, he grab him from his panty, and then he throw him from the top of the mountain naked because his panty will hold in his fingers, trying to save him. So the Quran, brother, is preserved. When your scholars, you know, when Mimi Hijab, he interviewed this guy. When Mimi Hijab watched all his videos with him before, he called him a sheikh, which means he acknowledged him as his master. He asked him even, what do you think about will happen in the future of Islam, as if he's a prophet. He speak highly about him. So when we bring a person and we interview the person to answer us about Islam, obviously you are the dummy. And here actually he says to you as a student, he speak to Mimi Hijab saying to him as a student. So the student Mimi asking his teacher, when the teacher answer, what Mimi do? He go not. He delete the video.
Who studies ulum al-Quran, that the most difficult topics are ahruf and qira'at, and the concept of ahruf and the reality of ahruf and the relationship of the Uthmanic Mus'haf with the ahruf and the preservation of the ahruf. Is it 1? Is it 3? Is it 7? And the relationship of the qira'at to the ahruf. This is a topic that when you're the beginning student of knowledge, you're like, what is all of this going on here?
Like he was going to say with the F, by the way, because Muslims are not polite when they speak in private. But this is because in YouTube, and now he's a sheikh, like what the F is happening here, you know? Like what is let us go Brandon happening here? It is, you can see it between the words, you know. I mean, you don't need to be a genius. So he said that. He said, what the, like, you know, let us go Brandon happening here. So if you are a student of knowledge, right away when you start studying the Quran, you say, let us go Brandon here.
This is a topic that when you're the beginning student of knowledge, you're like, what is all of this going on here? When you go a little bit more, you learn to simply memorize what your teachers say and regurgitate it out, and you don't fully comprehend. When you do a deep dive,
oh boy, don't go there. When you do a deep dive in the sewage of Muhammad, what you get? Tell us.
Is when things get very, very awkward and difficult.
Oh boy. The awkward Muhammad and the awkward Quran and the awkward reference and the awkward books and the awkward Muslims and the awkward interview and the awkward YouTubers who they are bringing this guy. And look, this guy, Mimi Hijab, he insists, he wanted the guy to answer this question. He said to him, let us talk about it in private. He said, no. If we bring you plain papers, what you write there? Do you write the same Quran? What was the answer? No.
And this isn't new. This is from the time of the Sahaba. This is not a joke.
This is not new. This garbage exists from the time of the Sahaba, which means the time of Muhammad. The Sahaba mean the direct, you know, like the gang of Muhammad, the one who was his friends, the one who raped together, drink together, child molestation together, all the garbage together. So this is not something happened now, you know, maybe after 100 years of Muhammad's death. No. From the time of the Sahaba, the companion, the gang leaders, the one who is flooding the text, I'm going to block you. Don't do that. This is a warning. Admin, anyone who flood the text with those like mojo, if you repeat it again, block him. We don't want kids here.
Joke, brothers and sisters. The issue of ahruf and qira'at caused confusion to somebody whom the Prophet ﷺ said, if you want to listen to the Quran directly, listen to Ubay.
Listen to Ubay. But in their video, they said, listen to Bart Rahman. In the Muhammadan videos, they say, listen to this guy. Suddenly, this guy is the expert in the Quran. He, in the same video, he said, I know nothing about Islam, and it's not nice of you to describe me as a Muslim. I'm not. And I know nothing about Quran. So, the one who knows a lot about the Quran, he confirmed that Quran does not really exist. Even your Prophet says there is 7 Quran, and where are they? And they are obviously different. And you know, for us, they are different or not, who care? The Quran is different or not, is a stupid Quran. When you have to make a video saying it did not appear, you know, it's not Allah saying the sun setting in murky water, this is how it appeared to Alexander the Great. That is hilarious. That is enough for us to prove that you are ashamed of your book and you are desperate trying to find a solution. Because nowhere, I mean, is your God, Allah, is lacking in Arabic language? Isn't it the Quran is so clear? Where it says, so he thought and appeared to Alexander the Great. I mean, guys, the Quran is so clear to the point we have to add the word appear. Where? Can't Allah say, it appeared to him, he thought? The Quran is so clear, it says, when he reached the sitting place of the sun. Where is that? Where is the sitting place of the sun? He reached where? The sitting place of the sun. The Muslims, they say, oh, like when he arrived there, it was sun setting. Abdul, it says the sitting place of the sun. Not he did walk until the sun set time. The setting place of the sun. He kept going. This guy, he spent his life traveling. It's not one day journey. Because every day the sun set. He kept going with his army until he reached the setting place of the sun. So how you can cover that? He thought, he found that who is talking Allah, sitting in spring of life. So when the Muslims, they try to cover the stupidity of Muhammad, who is copying a story written by even a Christian person. The one who wrote this story is a Christian person from Syria. This is a fiction story about Alexander the Great. And he is the one who called him the man with the two horns. So this dummy Muhammad, he took the story, which is a fiction story, he put it in the Quran, claiming that this is from Allah. At the same time, the one who get him busted is the Jews. They ask him, what do you think about the prophet? His name is the man with the two horns. So they imply to him, but the trick is, we will say to him, he is a prophet. What do you think about the prophet Zulqarnain? So the stupid Muhammad, he got the bait. So he made him a prophet. Suddenly Zulqarnain, or Alexander the Great, is a person who is sent by Allah, and Allah is the one who gave him all what he need, knowledge, everything. And you will see here the one is talking is not even Zulqarnain. It is Allah reporting his story. And they ask you about Zulqarnain. This is confirmed the story that the Jews asked Muhammad, what do you say about this prophet? So Muhammad, he said, okay, Allah told me, I shall recite to you something of his story. Who is talking? Allah. Verily we established for him the earth, and we gave him the means of everything. Is that including the knowledge? To the point he thought the sun set in murky water according to you? So when you see this Abdul trying to defend the stupid Quran, which is not only not preserved, but we wish it is preserved. For me, I don't want anyone actually to prove that the Quran is not preserved, because this is not helpful for me in my mission. We want the stupid Quran, stay stupid, preserve Quran. When we go in the Hadith, and we find that the goat ate the Quran, why you did not mention to Brat? What do you think about somebody? He have a book, and then there is a verse or verses in the Quran, but been eaten by a goat. Do you think the verses are preserved inside the stomach of the goat until now, based on your study? Who can recite for us the verses of adult breastfeeding for adult? And what kind of God he make a breastfeeding for adult verses? Man. And I believe strongly, it is not the goat who ate those verses. It is someone or many like Muhammad hijab. They don't like it. They hate it. It's embarrassment. And this is why the guy, he go around and he rejected. He says, okay, okay, okay. Can I suck your wife tit? He was talking to a Muhammadan like him, a sheikh, a shaky sheikh. His name is Muhammad. Saying to him, okay, okay, so you agree with this this statement that Allah, he sent verses, breastfeeding for adult? Okay, okay, okay. Can I suck your wife tits? This is what is important. The tits God. Now let us continue with this video, otherwise it's going to take 10 hours to finish it. Even though the video is very short.
Not interested in whether Jesus was the Son of God, because I don't think there's a God. And so,
My understanding is that
Hold on, let us go back here. We missed this one.
dead and buried. I'm not interested in whether Jesus was the Son of God, because I don't think there's a God.
I am not interested if Jesus is Son of God, because I don't think he's a God. And Mimi Hijab is smiling now, like he don't know what the finger is coming to him. Sit on it.
And so
my understanding is that your conclusion is that Jesus Christ was a messianic prophet.
I think he thought that he was a son of God, in the sense that he was specially chosen by God. I think Jesus really did think he was going to be the Messiah, the future king of Israel. I mean,
Did you like the finger? Did you like the finger? Which is this guy he just gave to your prophet. I think that the Messiah, he thought he is the Son of God. So what the Christians say is that the Messiah says so. So after all this garbage and drama, this guy could not deny that in the books, in all scriptures is exist. The one he like and the one he don't like. All of them, they agree that the Messiah, he thought that he is the Son of God. Listen to that, he thought.
because I don't think there's a God. And so
My understanding is that your conclusion is that Jesus Christ was a messianic prophet.
I think
Jesus Christ was messianic prophet. What? Jesus Christ was messianic prophet? I need to drink Cameroon with this one. Let it go.
he thought that he was a son of God in this.
He thought he is the Son of God, and Mimi Hijab is biting his lips. So it's true. It's true. The Christian, they are not wrong. All the scriptures agree that Jesus, according to the scholar you choose to prove to you what you like him to prove, that all the scriptures the Christians have, in total agreement with the Christian belief, that Jesus taught them that he is truly the Son of God. And now it's time for you to bite your lips, because your stupid God, he says the opposite. So when this verse in the Quran come to existence, proving to us that Muhammad is a fraud, he is a scam, and your guest get him busted, because truly Jesus himself, he thought, according to your guest, he thought, not the Christian, they thought, that the Christian made him later, that the Christian believe in a lie. The one who thought that he is the Son of God is Jesus. This is your guest giving you a finger. How many fingers? I mean, I'm out of fingers now. So when the stupid Quran says that the Christian, they say the Messiah is the Son of Allah, supposedly that means Son of God. This is their saying from their mouth. This is what they fabricate. They disbelieve when they say that. But what this guy just said, that true. Jesus, he taught. So when the Abdul, they say, where Jesus says, I am God, worship me. Bart Harman says, well, Jesus taught that. Yes, he did. Do you see why I say that this guy is priceless? Who is the next interview will be with? Trump? I advise you to make an interview with Joe Biden, you know the thing. Mimi Hijab, I heard that once you ambush apostate prophet. Why you don't ambush me, Abdul? Like, you know, let somebody set a debate with me, and then you open the door and you enter the room, and then you say to Christian Prince, don't be scared, Christian Prince. Don't be scared. You are okay, you are okay. Can you do that to me? Like, what about I open sky for you? You call me potato. What about you invite me? You know, last time we invite me to call you, you hang up on me, you do not let me say anything. Did you say this? Yes, I did. I was quoting your faithful prophet. He hung up on me, the coward son of Muta. The tit boy. So the poor Muhammadan, they are desperate to prove themselves, and then what they do, they dig holes into their own prophet butt. I don't know how big the hole is there right now, but it is a huge. And that is confirmed by their own scholars.
Cause confusion to somebody whom the Prophet ﷺ said, if you want to listen to the Quran directly, listen to Ubay. Ubay is not some even average Sahabi.
Ubay is not Barack Obama or Barack Rahman or Borat. This is Ubay, brother, Ubay. I mean, when Ubay, he says he's going to leave Islam, that means Islam is really a BS. By the way, some people, they might think now I'm saying a bad word. BS is not what you think. BS is mentioned in the Quran because Allah, he said, Allah will abrogate Quran and he, will make a BS. What does that mean? He will make it better or similar. I mean, do you see the preserved Quran? Even the Quran says that Allah himself don't want you to preserve the Quran. He will cause you to forget the Quran. It's in front of you. Chapter 2, by the way, chapter 2 is the cow chapter, in case you are a Hindu. Just take a note. You know, you might invite your guru to believe in Islam too. Because, I mean, the biggest chapter in the Quran is the cow chapter. Think about it. So, whatever a verse, between two brackets, revelation. Verse is revelation. We abrogate or cause to be forgotten. Like, what the heck? So the whole argument here that the Quran, Islam is preserved, and then we find that even the stupid God of the Muhammadan says Allah himself, he caused them to forget the Quran.